Hi, I'm James Robinson. I manage money for a living. My company is Robinson Stocks, and this is my stock pick of the week. The stock we're going to do this week is a company called Marine Products Corporation. The symbol is MPX. When I pick my stock of the week, I tend to do 5 videos on the stock. One, which is an overview of the company, that's this video. Then I'll do one on the operations of the company, which is how good a job the company does delivering goods and services to the customer. I then do one on the company's balance sheet, which looks at the company's debt and the level of risk associated with the company's balance sheet. I do one on dividends, and then I do one on wealth creation, which is the ability of the management to turn earnings into wealth for the shareholders. In terms of an overview of the company, Marine Products Corporation designs, manufactures, and sells recreational fiberglass powerboats for the sport boat, sport fishing, and jet boat markets worldwide. The company offers Chaparral stern drive pleasure boats, including SSI sport boats, SSX sport boats, and the Surf Series. They do Chaparral outboard pleasure boats, which include OSX, luxury sport boats, and SSI and SSX outboard models. They also manufacture Robolo outboard sport fishing boats. They also provide center and dual console and Cayman Bay boats under the Robolo brand name. The company sells its products through a network of 206 domestic and 92 international independent authorized dealers. Marine Products Corporation was founded in 1965 and is based in Atlanta, Georgia. The company has 880 employees. As of November 14th, the company has a market cap of $395.2 million. The revenues are $349 million. Its profits are $36.94 million. It has a PE ratio of 10.79, which obviously is pretty low. The company's yield is 4.87. Again, that's very high. The company has no debt. It is not a member of the S&P 500. It is a member of the S&P small cap. So long story short, we're buying this company because it's a strong manufacturer. We're buying at a low PE. We're getting a good yield. I recognize that the economy is in a recession and boats might not be the kind of thing that are going to be generating a lot of sales in the next year or two. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with, I get my 4.87% dividend. The company buys back some stock, and I expect that this company will do fine as the recession recovers. I looked back at the earlier recessions of 2008 and 2001, and the boat market tends to dip, but not very dramatically and not for very long. So I think that's why we're getting the stock at a 10.79 PE ratio, and I think we're going to see the company recover pretty quickly as the economy recovers. It turns out people like to have their boats, and they really do like to get out on the water. When I look at a company, I measure the company in 29 distinct categories. The first 9 of those categories are operating categories. That's how good a job the company does delivering goods and services to the customer. A company like MPX, which is an old line manufacturer, is going to do less well in those categories. They're going to do less well because they need inventories, they need factories, they need manufacturing equipment and machinery, and those things all tend to pull down our results in terms of being spectacular producers of income. And that's because we're competing with companies like software companies who have no costs in any of those categories, right? Having said that, these companies have a place and people are going to continue to buy boats. I can't imagine a world where people don't buy speedboats. And so while that's a cost of doing business, they still generate a nice profit. They're able to grow earnings over time. They have no debt. They're able to pay out, buy back stock, et cetera, et cetera. So the company is about an average, it's an above average producer in terms of operating. It's got a rating of 3.0, which puts it very, very squarely in my investable category. The grade for the management is spectacular, 3.8. That's about as good as any company ever is. And the grade for financial, again, it has no debt, so it's going to be very, very high in that category. So we have a company that's a very solid manufacturer, a very solid producer, and they have very good management who likes to give money back to the shareholders in terms of wealth creation, and they do so with no debt. So that all adds up to this company being the 17th best company that I've looked at. And remember, that's 8 out of 832 companies. So when you can have the 17th best overall company and you're buying it at 10 times earnings, and you're buying it with almost a 5% yield, that's a pretty good bargain. That's the kind of thing that I think you want to buy and hold for some period of time, let the earnings continue to grow, let the market turn around in terms of the pessimism about the recession, and I think we're going to do very, very well, very, very well with this company. So that's the fundamentals for the operations of Marine Products Corporation. Thank you very much for your time.